Joining us now is Derryl White, Executive Director for the Columbia Basin Institute for Regional History. That's quite a mouthful, Derryl.
It is.
And Derryl, behind us here is a very interesting exhibit. We'll talk a little bit about that in just a bit. But first I want to just talk a little bit about the Institute. What are you guys all about?
Well, James, we cover the East and West Kootenays, so we look at the whole Columbia Basin drainage, and we're looking at the history of the communities, how the communities interact, how they were connected. Lately we've been looking at education and the history of education.
This exhibit, what do we have here?
This part of the exhibit that's right behind us is about transportation, early transportation in East and West Kootenays. And you'll see things like the photograph of Cranbrook here right behind you that you wouldn't even recognize what that community is now. There's also the Art of Hockey, which is an exhibit that we did for the Cranbrook Arts Council. And when Key City invited us over, we said we have a number of pieces, and they said, you know, we would like them all. So we have 2 or 3 exhibits, including the Legacy of Learning.
And there's a lot more images than just this within the Institute. You have this website that available to the public, as you mentioned. Talk about like what's there.
Okay. Well, the website is www.basininstitute.org, and on it are about 40,000 historic and contemporary images of the whole Columbia Basin.
And you can actually buy, if you find something, a family member or something of interest to you, you can buy a print?
You can buy a print online, or you can contact us and we'll ship it to you.
Along with the image bank, there's also a self-guided tour that the Institute has put together?
Yeah, we put together a self-guided tour of parts of Cranbrook, and now we're working on another tour in association with the Cranbrook Heritage Association, which will be a tour of the hidden parts of Cranbrook, the parts that people don't normally see. So get you behind the scenes and look at things like the provincial police jail cells down in the basement of City Hall.
Sounds creepy.
Yeah, it should be fun. I mean, there's some really neat things, and I think Cranbrook Heritage Association is trying to position it so that both residents and tourists would be interested in it.
And this exhibit specifically is in the Key City Theatre until September 10th?
September 15th, I believe.
September 15th, okay. And then from there it is going to Kathy's Kitchen for a full month?
Parts of it are. The Legacy of Learning parts.
All right, Derryl, well, thanks for joining us on Go Kootenays. For everyone, if you're interested, come down to the Key City Theatre until September 15th to see all these photos, and after that date you can go to Kathy's Kitchen to see a small selection of these.